That was neat, by the way.
Good morning, everyone. It's a totally different service than what you're normally used to, so bear with us. I'd like to welcome everybody. If it's your first time or your 100th time, everybody is welcome here at the First Congregational Church in Wakefield, UCC. Are there any announcements? Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone. This is a funny announcement because I've been trying to find out what we need at the food pantry. And for some reason, my emails to Mary Lou have not gone through or something. So I'm going to wing it this morning and say we always need cereal. Always. I guess they like our cereals. They're not just cornflakes, like I had to eat as a kid, Rice Krispies, plain, everything plain. So if right now, for next Sunday, if you'd like to bring in cereal, that's awesome, we'll take it. All of it except this has been taken to the food pantry already. Because of our yard sale, one time, people came up and thought they could buy that food. So I ran and found something to cover with. This time, I just brought it to the food pantry and eliminated that problem. So let's start with cereal, and next Sunday I should have an answer by then. So thank you again so much for your generosity.
I have one little announcement. If anybody finds a pillow that was in the front pew, it either got sold or it has just disappeared.
The blue one?
The one that's in use.
Oh, no.
There's trails and everything. So, if you see it anywhere in the church, what color was it? It was dark gray. Grayish.
We'll be buying you a new one.
If you find it, it belongs in the front row. And if you sold it, I hope you made good money. Take a minute for a quiet, centering moment. And I'm going to read from Earth Prayers. And I actually got this when I went to Horton Center the first time. The beauty of the trees, the softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass speaks to me. The summit of the mountain, the thunder of the sky, the rhythm of the sea speaks to me. The faintness of the stars, the freshness of the morning, the dewdrop on the flower speaks to me. The strength of fire, the taste of salmon, the trail of the sun, and the life that never goes away, they speak to me, and my heart soars. And it was written by Chief Dan George.
few weeks ago, we had a women's retreat up at Horton Center, as you know. Ann was there, Abby, Kaylee, Deb, Jean, and myself. And voila, now you get to listen to it. The responsive call to worship is a parable of the mustard seed. And this is one of the underlying themes of our retreat. Then Jesus asked, "What is the kingdom of God like? What shall I compare it to?"
The kingdom of God is like a mustard seed, which a man took and planted in his garden. It grew and became a tree, and birds of the air perched from its branches.
Again, Jesus asked, "What shall I compare the kingdom of God to?"
The kingdom of God is like yeast that a woman took and mixed into a large amount of flour until it worked all through the dough.
Our hymn this morning, it says 525, but it's actually 524. This little light of mine. And so when you open it up, you're going to see there's verse 1, then there's verse 1, and then 2 and 3. I don't know why they numbered it like that in a hymnal, but we're going to sing verse 1, 1, 2, and 3. And, you have your little, you can do the lights.
While we're singing this song,
Yeah.
you all have a little round ball. If you take out that little piece, don't lose it, because you will never be able to shut it off again. But before we start the song, you take that little piece out, and you will have your little light.
Opening prayer. Can everybody hear me okay? Grant me the ability to be alone. May it be my custom to go outdoors each day, among the trees and the grasses, and among all growing things. And there may I be alone, and enter into prayer, to talk with the one that I belong to. Scripture reading.
And is very appropriate with our lights. No one, after lighting a lamp, hides it under a jar or puts it under a bed, but puts it on a lampstand so that those who enter may see the light. For nothing is hidden that will not be disclosed, nor is anything secret that will not become known and come to light. And this is Luke 8, verses 16 and 17. God bless our understanding. Yeah, you guys want to come up?
I don't think it's 7 because there's a little more on the left. No, not dead on. Sure.
And while we're doing our reflections, there will actually be pictures being shown. So my reflections from Horton Center. I wanted to start with, because like I said, I had been to Horton Center before, and I figured it was probably 10 or 15 years ago. So I went and found some pictures, and my first time was actually in 1994, which is a lot further away. And I was surprised when I was looking through the pictures. It didn't seem that long ago. My first trip there was with my dear friend and prayer partner, Betty Crow. And then at that time, because she was our church secretary, she and I could go to the mountain after all of the summer camps before they closed it down, and we would spend 3 or 4 days there, just us, with a caretaker on the mountain. So, but and to me, it's very emotional. Riding up Route 16 to Horton Center, once I pass all the stores and commercial businesses, I feel a peace settling over me. When the mountains are rising up on both sides of the road, I can feel it in my soul. When we reach Pine Mountain and see the lodge, women walking around, settling in, it's absolutely amazing. Staff and leaders offer a welcome, like greeting to old friends and new. We are all the same, 29 women plus staff. Working together, setting tables, clearing them, sitting with young staff members at meals, and learning about their lives. Many are college students, listening to their love of the mountain and the young people they meet and mentor during the summer. They're a faith-filled group who love what they're doing. And I will say that both of you girls made a great impression on the staff members. They loved you. I've heard it said that Horton Center is like being in a thin place. And it's very true, learning and exploring our faith with other women. Planning Vespers with a group of our guides and women we've just met. We broke into groups of 3, and you may not know the ones that you're with. But it's always welcoming, it's always okay. Sitting around the campfire, singing, laughing, or discussing what we'll do tomorrow is always a blessed time. Challenging myself to do things I might not do. For me, it was archery, and I was pleasantly surprised how much I liked it. Swimming in the Androscoggin River. Very chilly. At the end of it, there was one woman, and her name was Bee. What a sweetheart. Laughing with our new friends as she comes out of the river saying, "Now they'll take us back to the home for ice cream." Now, the people that were sitting there and had been there just kind of looked but didn't say anything. But they probably wondered what was going on. And then sitting on the porch at the lodge in the misty morning, having a cup of tea facing Mount Madison and chatting while the kitchen crew prepares breakfast. Can't beat that. It is and was an amazing experience to be on the mountain, and I would encourage you to come and experience a retreat on that mountain.
Hi, I'm Evie.
Hi, Abby.
Now, if you've ever been on one of these retreats, the first time we got there, they had us go around and say our name. And then every one of the staff, which are college kids, as Ann said, yell at the top of their lungs, "Hi, Evie!" It's like, music camp, and they're the same time. So anyway, I just loved it. I felt totally stripped down. I felt just my soul. No makeup, no fancy clothes, just, frizzy hair. It really was a beautiful feeling. And everyone else was the same way, and we all looked beautiful. And I couldn't have had a better group of women than these. She's over here. Why are you? I had 3 wishes when we went there. I wanted to hike up to Chapel Rock, and I wanted to sleep on Pinkham Ledge, and I wanted to swim in the river. So I got to do 2 of those things. I kind of chickened out about the ledge, because it was raining cats and dogs, and it was supposed to rain all night. So I said, I think I'll stay asleep in. So I didn't get to do that. Maybe another time. My hike up to Chapel Rock was so wonderful. I had Chris in front of me because of my ankle, and there's so many, you already hear all the times I fall and clumsy and all of that. So I had trouble doing that. But Chris was in front of me, Deb was in back of me, and Chris would say what's coming, Deb would tell me where to put my feet, and it was great. So when I got up there, it was just such a holy feeling. That's the best word I can describe it with. It was just magnificent. Seeing all of the mountains and the cross, they have a cross that's made out of just wood, huge, but not fancy wood, like branches from trees. Okay, it's beautiful. Okay. Okay, and when we went up to Chapel Rock, we had time because the bell rings when everyone has to get together. The bell, I did not know this, was the old bell from our church that burned down. So, and Chris and I got to ring that bell. It was exciting.
Jane did too.
Okay, let's see.
Jane rang the bell once.
I think that's all I have. But if you ever get a chance, which you will next year, please do this. Do it for yourself, as a gift to yourself. Thank you.
So, sorry, Ann, but I got you beat. I was there BC before kids, and Gina was in my group that I led. I was a unit leader. So, not that I want to be bragging about that, I was kind of aging myself, but she was in my group, and now her children go to Horton Center. So I was a unit leader 3 times, and Kaylee and I have been going since 2018. So it was our 5th year because they took COVID. So going as mother-daughter. And right, the bell that's up there at Horton Center is from our church. And I think we all got to ring it at some point to let you know if it's lunchtime, trying to do an activity or whatnot. And Jean got to ring it too. But I won't tell you her comment when she rang it. And that it was so loud. You can ask her later. She might repeat what she said. Not in church. Not in church, maybe. So we all got to ring that beautiful bell. And so I echo what Ann said as far as, I mean, as soon as you are in the mountains, there's a sense of calm that comes over you. You are just like at peace. Like there's no other world outside there. It's just, it's unbelievable. Like we have our phones, of course, because I take pictures all the time, constantly, but nobody's trying to get you. You gotta do this, it's just calm. You're just so relaxed. And you got people cooking for you, 3 meals a day, snacks in between, ice cream, it's a deal. I enjoy everything. My whole, what I try to accomplish when I get there is to sit at many different tables to get to know as many different people as possible. Not to stay within my group, but I wanna sit with somebody new every day. Kaylee and I, we were never in a group together, believe it or not. Who knows? I don't know where she was at the time. People took her. They were like, she's hiking, I'm like, okay, sorry. So it was nice, to be out there and not have to worry, not have anything on my plate. And the activities were fun. Kaylee did this candle, made out of wax, and we haven't lit it yet, but we will. And then we got to do arts and crafts and get to play with little kids, a little ladybug, and of course a turtle, of course. And we did. And then fashion statement. If you go next year, you all will probably be wearing this. My group love these bracelets that I gave to each one of them because they're citronella. And believe it or not, they did work. Everybody was envious of our group wearing our little bracelets. We had them on our ankles and around our wrists. And they were like, how come the mosquitoes aren't biting you? It's a fashion statement. You gotta get one. They really work. It still smells after Horton Center. We've been there, what now? Weeks, and it's still working. So I can use it on the trail. These other things I'm sporting is we made code bracelets. Kaylee made one for her friend Emily. So in code, Morse code, it says her name. And I made one that says my God-given name is Deborah. Deborah and Kaylee on this one in Morse code. So it's kind of cool. And that was one of the activities there. It's just, it was so nice to have so many people from our church going. I really, every time somebody from our church spoke, I'm so proud. I wasn't speaking, but I'm like, she's from our church. So I was very proud of all the people from our church. I really, really highly encourage you, if you haven't attended, to attend. It's a remarkable place. The girls can contest. They go every year. They love it. So I encourage you adults to, take the plunge. You might not be able to accomplish all Evie's goals that she did, but, just make little ones, or just be up there and sit on the porch and look at the mountains and the clouds. It's just lovely. And I didn't really know, I'm not an expert at the Bible, but there were so many different interpretations. It was so nice when we had those groups and we talked about the passages, how many different interpretations of the Bible there is. And it gave me a little better understanding.
Thanks,
That's my friend.
Okay.
Hi, I wasn't going to speak because I'm not good at it. I wanted to thank all these lovely ladies that I went with. I had an absolutely wonderful time, and I'm so glad I went. And that I love this church. You guys are all wonderful. And for all your love and support of each other and me. And that's it. Thank you.
Jean, what did you say when you rang it out?
Say it in church. It just caught me off guard. I rang it really louder than I thought it would. All the time. I'll tell her it's cold. Yeah.
So I had a great time. And my favorite part was campfires and the singing.
yes. Good morning, bonjour, shalom, good morning. These are the greetings on the wall hangings that were in the mess, what's the mess hall called?
The mess hall.
The mess hall. Okay.
The splash.
It's a splash. Spirit lodge. So, Wharton Center, High Mountain. There were so many greetings from all over the state and actually the world, as the staff members come from all over. It's nice to read and to sing from every day. This place, sorry, I wrote this down, so I'm reading it. Wharton Center, a place that by intention and with thoughtful stewardship, it draws you to commune with nature. Hike the trails and the rocky ledges. Open your arms wide as you let the breeze or the rain or the mist or the night flow through and around you. This is a time and place to be thoughtful and prayerful and to explore and strengthen your relationship with God. This is a place where acceptance and diversity and inclusion seem so innate that any divisions at all slip to the back of your mind. It is a safe place. That is, until you make the decision to follow Jeannie, our resident Esther Williams, down the rock slide at the swimming hole in the Antistarter. She is a natural. We had a lot of fun with the water bugs and all the group that were there and the staff. It was fun to all play together there. That was one activity, swimming in the river. And there was hiking and camping out for all those brave women from Deerfield. And archery, of course. Anne took on the form. Was your picture up there?
No, we never saw no.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to ask Anne, because she is an accomplished archer and a shining star, and even competed against the staff. They have an arts and crafts building, as Debbie showed you, and they made really great use of that. And Kaylee even took some great time painting a nice rock gift for Reverend Larry, which we had last week. That was nice. So all in all, there were about 30 women from the state of New Hampshire, and they ranged, believe it or not, they ranged in age from 30 to 80.
20?
Oh, hey! How old are you?
20. I was talking about myself.
Good. That was 26. The ranged in age from about 26 to 80. Everyone was included. No one was left out. If someone needed help, it was simply given. So we broke up into smaller groups, and they were called faith formation groups. And that really allowed us to get to know each other more deeply. So it wasn't just people from our church, there was people from all over the state. And we were able to delve into scriptures, have meaningful conversations, and get to plan Vespers for the evening. So each group had the opportunity to host Vespers one night. We selected scriptures, we led conversations throughout that evening, and sang songs and laughed, of course. This was a favorite part of me as we sat around the fire with the anti-bug bracelets that Debbie brought, thank goodness. And really discussed issues that were close to our hearts. Single politician's name was brought up. Despite everything was getting to that kind of conversation was squashed. So it really is a safe place, and I hope you all get to enjoy it. And now we will please join us in church family and prayer.
Okay, this is the time during our service where we all lift up people that we know, people we don't know, anything that you want us to pray for. This is the time. The girls have the mic, so we'll bring them around the screen.
Mic 5.
5.
Got it.
Yeah, no.
wonderful women. The deacons had to come up with someone to do the service today because Reverend Larry wasn't going to be here, and we asked them, and they said yes. Are they doing a phenomenal job? This is a blessing. This is a blessing right here of people that step forward and do it from their heart. So thank you.
I have two prayer requests, both for Ann Palmariello. First off, and most importantly, her younger brother, 3 years younger than she, has a terminal cancer. He lives in San Diego. Last Tuesday, she was going to fly out, she and her sister fly out to be with him, and she had to cancel her trip because he ended up in the ER. He had been at home. And he's expected to survive for a while. So she is planning to get back out there. But if you could please pray for her, Joe, and her family for that. Secondly, for Ann, she had a squamous cell cancer lesion on her face that had been removed quite a while ago. Well, it's back and it's aggressive, so she's having a Mohs procedure this coming week. So please hold her in your prayers. We'll all pray for Ann and her family.
I have a few things that I wanted to mention. First of all, I wanted to thank everybody that showed up for the dinner that we had at Templedown. It was an invitational. It was thrown out to everybody a few different ways. If you didn't make it, you missed something awesome. Having 50, well, it might have been 49 or 50 people from the church gathered for a meal was wonderful. And I loved it, and everybody that was there, I think, loved it. Elizabeth Fogg did mention to me there that we might want to consider the gatherings that we had in the past, which were downstairs in the fellowship hall, and we could even have more people down there. It would be a potluck, and it wouldn't cost anybody anything. We want to be as inclusive as we can, so we're putting that as an idea that we probably will follow ahead. I want to thank everybody that was lifting all that heavy stuff for the last few days. Take the rest of the afternoon off. You don't have anything to do, so relax. And then finally, Paul and I were already talking about Horton Center this morning. It is inspirational. Donna and I have been deans there. We've been counselors there. And as deans, we've had several people from this church being counselors with us. The last time that I tried to go to the men's fellowship, there were only 2 of us from the state that signed up. And Paul and I have already said, we're going next year. We're going to get it on the list. There's going to be a men's fellowship. At least the 2 of us are going to show up. But I would encourage all of you to join us. It is a thin place. It is one of the best places on the face of the planet. And if you haven't been there, next year when the calendar comes out, look for something that fits your time and your interest level and give it a shot. You'll love it.
There's always scholarships too.
And there's always scholarships too.
Thank you to the Men's Fellowship for putting all these things together. And all their muscle.
Yes. Hi there. I'd like to lift up prayers for my sister Teresa. My sister Teresa is a year younger than me, and she has intra-abdominal cancer, which is terminal. We've known since the spring. She was told she had 6 months to live, but she got to see a great oncologist who said she's not going to live long, but she could probably live a couple of years. And she's on just a chemo pill and an injection for immunology. But anyway, she's really having a good quality of life right now. And I just pray that she continues to have good quality and good quantity of life. And just keep her in your prayers.
We
Thank
will
you.
pray for Teresa.
Thank you.
As everyone knows, I am really in the state. I'm nothing else to say.
No, maybe you just think,
Okay. pray a safe travel for my son, and he's going to be driving the truck to West Virginia in safe flying trips for myself and my daughter-in-law. Thank you.
We will miss you. Janet is moving. It's hard to hear because I don't think that Honey's
West
on.
Virginia.
I don't
But
know.
Take me home.
they're driving down to
West Virginia.
West Virginia this very soon, this week, right?
Yeah, it's going to be done tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll pray for travel mercies for you and your son.
Just one more thing to mention about Warren Center. Do I need the mic?
Yes, because they can't hear it on Zoom.
Oh, hi Zoom.
No sound.
One more thing about Warren Center, Ann and I are wearing our name tags. When you get there, you have name tags. Girls, did you make name tags? Do you still have them?
Yes.
Yeah. We keep our name tags every year. They give you new ones, but I bring our old ones. So they make these out of wood, little wood chips, and wood cookies. So you will adorn a wood cookie and maybe a bracelet next year if you go.
Anybody on Zoom?
Anybody have any comments there?
No, no sound going to Zoom or coming back.
Anyone else?
Yes, Jean.
No sound.
Doesn't matter.
So what do? They just see the service as it is. We don't have an interpretation on there.
You pray for all the teachers and the children that are going back to school. Let's say the Lord's Prayer together. Okay. But before we get to the Lord's Prayer, there is a unison prayer. I'd like us all to say, this is so appropriate for us in this church. And this is adapted from Millie Stam, who had this writing in the Woman's Devotional NIV Bible. And if you'd like, there is a section where it says late afternoon, and you can replace afternoon with morning, and it may be very appropriate. Please join me in unison prayer. Dearest Lord,